This show is part of the Deluxe Edition Network. To find the other great shows on the network, head over to the deluxeeditionnetwork.com.
Bev's Video Kingdom is intended for a mature audience. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome back to Bev's Video Kingdom. This is Scotch Beck, and we are going to have a draft episode this week, apparently. And
it's so exciting!
It's so exciting.
It's December, y'all. It's like we're not doing Christmas shit, but it's December.
Oh fuck! It's December already.
Things are getting Christmassy around here, and people we got the new Christmas Story movie. Apparently, anybody watched that?
I haven't watched it yet.
A guy at my work watched it, and he was like, "It's okay." So that's a glowing endorsement.
I can't bring myself to watch that until after Thanksgiving. I'm a Christmas does not start till after Thanksgiving.
Not me, bro.
Well, we've been a week since Thanksgiving.
I'm just saying, so I hadn't gotten to it yet.
So you're going through all your mainstays right now,
right? And then
it might show up at the end of your
I don't even
your queue.
I don't really watch a lot until the week of. It's a slow build,
Okay.
I don't know. Christmas Story to me,
you like edging towards Christmas. Just fucking
exactly.
Just a slow build.
Christmas edge.
Slow build.
That.
What's the one that just makes you release? What's your release Christmas movie? Die Hard.
Die Hard for sure.
Die Hard, 100%. I sent you guys a picture. I was way too proud of my T-shirt of the Christmas doesn't start until Hans Gruber drops from Nakatomi Plaza.
That was a dope shirt.
Did I ever tell you guys that I actually have been in the building that is Nakatomi Plaza?
Yeah, it's down in LA, right?
It's in LA. And when I was working in advertising, I think it was, if Dave Martin's listening, he'll kick me in the balls for not remembering. Maybe Fox or somebody, it's or Universal. It's not Universal, but somebody, that's their business.
Corporate office?
Corporate office. So
really?
I've been in, I was like, we had a meeting. I didn't even know where we were going. And we pull up, I'm like, that is fucking Nakatomi Plaza.
Were you they're like, hey guys, this way. You're like, how do you get to the roof?
I'm grabbing the first fire hose I see and just jumping. Here we go.
Okay, so we've got Brad and we've got Zach, and we actually have a special guest with us tonight. He was on last week's pod. Last week we talked about Gross Point Blank.
Sure did.
And that inspired this week's draft. And we've got Jake with us again.
What's up?
Yeah, he he's on the Real Drunks. He's the taproom manager at Last Call, who sponsors the Drinking with the Director. And he's actually going to sit in for Nate this week. Nate is off gallivanting somewhere.
Nate, I miss you.
Yeah, he's still doing his undercover shit.
I haven't seen you in a long time, Nate.
Yeah.
I don't miss you, Nate. Fuck you, dude.
And we are part of the network, as we discussed last week, Deluxe Edition Network. And this month of December, we have a new pod of the month, and is the 10-cent beer night. And it's so great. It's one guy. It's Ray the podcaster, as they call him. And he talks about just all kinds of different things. Sometimes his pods are like 5, 10, 15 minutes long, like little short little things. He'll just jump on, start talking about some random shit. He does the news, kind of entertainment news, talks about all kinds of cool stuff. And he's also a co-host on the Deluxe Edition podcast. Actually, that's something he started with. He joined Casey on his podcast. So Ray is a super interesting guy and has some really great podcasts. So 10 Cent Beer Night is the podcast of the month.
Well, I just gotta say, because last week when we had Jake and Matt coming over, we were talking about the 10 Cent Beer Night, and I was like, I'm pretty sure that pod is named after. I was like, it's either a Cleveland game or Detroit game. I could not remember, but I just looked it up. It was a Cleveland Indians game against the Texas Rangers.
Yep.
1974, they had 10-cent beer night, which it was equivalent to 55 cents in 2021. Imagine going to a Major League Baseball game where the beers are 55 cents. How ridiculous.
Compared to $12 for an 8 ounce.
Right.
I was just about to say, compared to $18 at the Giants game.
Yeah.
Going to a baseball game where it's 55-cent beers, how ridiculous people
You know how
would get.
hammered people would be?
And you know what? Back in 1974, they went with it.
I believe it.
They ran with it, and it became absolutely problematic. People were throwing shit. There was weed smoking going on. There was things getting thrown. It was an absolute shit show of a night. It's notorious.
And you know, to plug another podcast we have nothing to do with, there's a podcast called The Dollop that I really, really enjoy. And they did an episode on the 10-cent beer night, and it is unbelievable. It's fucking crazy. They get into the weeds on it. And yeah, it was full on like brawls and like players out in the field with bats and shit fighting off people. It was
Major
insane.
League Baseball like said no stadium can ever do anything like that
Right.
again. Like they're like, nah, this shit's not going down.
And just so you know, because kind of like the Real Drunks, which is REEL, it's 10-cent beer night with a K, like the knight in Shining Armor. So anyway,
You should say it Knight.
Knight.
10-cent beer
Knight.
Knight.
So
So people know.
pot of the month, 10-cent beer
It's not a
Knight.
visual medium, Scott.
But, you know, as much as I love the 10-cent beer Knight and Ray, the podcaster, we're not here to talk about 10-cent beer Knight.
Nope.
We're here to do something else.
I think it's time for a
My balls still haven't dropped.
love it though.
I'm waiting.
See, they just hung around for that magical moment though.
I
Like,
know.
they were like,
They're
one
always
day,
hanging
we're gonna-
around.
we're going to be part of the BVK podcast, and we need you to be ready for that shit. That's what they were doing.
Oh my gosh. So it is draft day. And again, we talked about Gross Point Blank. If you haven't heard that episode, please go back and listen. And based on that, Martin Blank is, and again, it was a subject of a little bit of controversy. Is he a good hitman or is he not?
I'm curious if he's going to get drafted.
I mean, but again, you know, the important thing is we are drafting the most memorable hitman.
Do you like that word?
I think we should do like most hitmaniest hitman or like something like killerist.
So memorable. You just fucking hate that word.
No, it's just I hate you guys mostly, but
Pretty much.
yeah, it's because.
But we are doing the most memorable hitman in a film. And so I guess the biggest thing we might want to talk about first of all is hitman versus assassin.
Okay, so I lumped them.
I did too.
I think you kind of have to. If you're somebody's paying you, if you get paid to kill people, you're either an assassin or a hitman. I don't think you can make the.
But what if you're just assigned to do that because you work for the government or you work for some
Still
religious
fine with me.
institution? You're not getting paid, but you're just like, hey, we're going to go kill this president because we want to fuck up their country.
I think you're still getting. Well, is somebody paying you? I think that's the key.
What if you just choose to do this? Are you
No.
still an assassin?
I don't think that counts. I think you have to be paid.
I think all assassins are hitmen,
But not all hitmen are assassins.
Are assassins.
Bam! Thank you. So you could get like John Wilkes Booth, who yes, he kills fucking Abraham Lincoln, right?
You almost blanked on Abraham Lincoln right there.
Who told him to do that?
So I don't know, but I'm pretty sure he didn't get paid.
Wasn't it Mugatu?
Mugatu.
Got to.
You know what I'm
That was
saying,
the prime
right?
minister of Malaysia.
So you're saying Son of Sam,
All those guys were actors though, and models.
Son of Sam was told to kill by his dog. And
So is he an
he's he an assassin or a
He's an
hitman?
He's an assassin and not a hitman. I think you said
Yeah,
it right
he's not
the
getting
first
paid.
time.
Okay.
All hitmen are not. All hitmen are assassins, but not all assassins are hitmen.
I think
Can we say hit persons? Is that
Hit
is that the right
persons
way to
for
say
sure.
it?
Like we just say, yeah, they.
I agree with you, but so I think my biggest thing that I want to make sure that, because where it gets a little bit hazy is where it comes from. It's hitman's, hit persons or assassins, and
Assassinistas.
like we did a spy draft. So we did spies recently, And so there's some spies that maybe kill a bunch of people, but that isn't their main objective. So I think there's definitely some spies and characters that aren't hitmen because that's not their core role.
Yeah,
I don't think Bond is a hitman.
Right.
hitman, assassin. You got to be on the sidelines until they're like, "We need this fucker dead," and it's like now you get called to duty.
Right. I think, and it doesn't have to. You don't necessarily have to be paid to do a hit. Like you can be a paid employee.
Well, hey,
Right, correct. You're
here's
still
the
getting
bottom
paid.
line. We can
Same
discuss
thing.
this all day.
Right.
We're going to draft right now, and our judge.
no, I think this
our
is an important conversation,
our judge,
Brad.
No, but I'm saying our judge is going to determine whatever the fuck they want.
Right.
So
Yeah. So anybody else?
Choose at your own risk.
Any other comments?
choose at
about
your own
this?
risk.
I think you explained it semi-coherent.
I think we all agree, and I guess the point, like Brad said, like we'll draft. We all kind of have a guideline, and we'll see what happens.
We'll see
and
what the
maybe we'll
judge
get
says.
dinged.
Yep,
All right, and then my brother will call everybody idiots.
for sure.
Whoever picks whatever. So there's no possible way we have a draft order.
Oh, are we supposed to? Oh, we do need a draft order.
I wonder who could think of that for us.
Okay, well, you know what? You guys knew we haven't done Cameo in a long time, and there's this old website Cameo that we used to talk about, and we
good
haven't
old
done it in a
days.
while. So, I was like, you know what? What if you wanted to like put out a hit on somebody? There probably should be a website, and you know what? There actually is a website for that. It's kind of like Cameo. It's called Hitto. on hitto.com, you know what? You put in someone's name and you find out how much it would cost to put out a hit on that person.
Time out, real quick. The best you came up with, Hitto.
I didn't create the website.
Okay,
I mean,
keep going.
fuck.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Betty.
Was just searching around. I was like, if I want to put out a hit, and
This is great. This is great.
Hitto.com.
Hitto. What a get.
So yeah, so I went on Hitto,
What the fuck is Hitto?
and you know what? I put in my name. I was like, fuck, I'm gonna put in Brad and see what happens. Brad Franca, and $2.
Oh shit.
I want my $2.
I was thinking like maybe it's because I'm a big John Cusack fan. They're like, oh, $2, it makes sense. Like maybe they're going for the shits and giggles. But you know what? I think also it's that low because it's like who really wants to kill me?
It's not that, dude. You'd be so fucking easy to kill, bro. So fucking easy. They would give him the Polaroid and they'd be like, oh, this guy's super recognizable. I think I'll be able to pick him out of a
Braids,
crowd.
crazy mustache. Okay, I see that motherfucker. He stands out in the crowd.
Okay, so Brad's $2.
Yeah, I was $2, and so and the next name I put in Jake. I was like, Jake, the taproom manager. He's got some status.
High profile.
$37
Oh,
Damn.
shit.
Okay.
and a 4-pack of Pacific Daybreak.
I mean,
That's a good beer.
I'd take
It
him
is
out
a
for that.
delicious last call beer. It's one of my favorite beers that they've ever brewed.
I heard
so-
it's coming back.
I know it's gonna be back on tap.
Only on tap, yeah.
Okay, so
Yes, sir.
again, I'm already fucking confused. We've got a bunch of numbers and names. We got
$2,
$2.37.
$37. I'm thinking the best dollar value is going to get the first pick, but let's see where Brad goes.
Brad's
with
going.
it. I'm not sure.
But
What else did you put in this machine?
The next name I put in was Zach.
fuck.
Zach, what if you had to guess? You always were great at guessing cameos. I'm gonna say, well, how much did you think you cost?
69.
Is that really what you thought?
I have no idea. What it was?
$200.
Wow.
Oh,
Holy
shit.
shit.
And a BVK themed edible.
Ooh. I like that.
Like a little brownie with a little stamp on top or
I
something?
think so. I think that's what it takes to take out a hit on Zach.
Wow, we don't have any BVK edibles yet. Let's work
That's a
on that.
big jump. 37.
Maybe we're putting that into the universe.
That's a big jump. $37.
Ooh, BVK edibles.
I know. Yeah.
That's a big jump.
Talk to Oakdale, bud.
Hey, $2 to 37 was a big jump. You didn't hear me complaining.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, like, wow, that's a big jump.
I'm
All
tough to
right.
kill. They're like a bald white guy in the valley, and fucking it's just
There's so many.
hard to find. Yeah.
Well, considering that, I put in Scott as the final one.
Mm-hmm.
Scott, how much to get you taken care of?
I haven't figured out the theme yet. I'm guessing it's more, but I'm gonna say he's probably double crossing me and gonna say fucking
2 cents.
38 cents.
10-cent dollar kill Scott and I.
Tints and beer night.
Kill Scott
Scott
Knight.
Knight.
Actually, $1,000, $1,000,
Holy shit.
and
You were a
You know
celebrity.
why?
And-
hold on.
and
Hold
hold on, and a bottle of Johnny Walker Red.
You know
Ooh,
why?
Red.
Red.
You know why it's so much?
Why?
Because you're the drummer in Brad's Brothers Band.
Brad's Brother Band, yeah. Fucking Red.
Because their
Really?
gigs right now are hard to find.
Yeah.
Oh, was that a dig?
Jeez. Once again, Andrew, I'm glad you don't listen. The slander is real, bro.
I'm
Now-
fucking mad that it's Johnny Walker Red.
I know. I knew that would piss you off.
Fuck, you're an asshole. All right, what
I know
does this mean about a draft order?
Hey, you know what? In fourth place, as far as the cost, it was me, $2.
Fourth place.
Third place was Jake, $37 in a 4-pack of Pacific Daybreak. Second, Zach, $200 in a BVK themed edible. And in first, Scotch, $1,000 in a bottle of Johnny Walker Red.
All right. Well, I'm actually not jealous of Scott with first pick because I have several that I'm like, ugh, because my one that I really want, I don't think Scott will pick because it came out after 1985. So
I'm upset. I will say I am upset about fourth pick. It costing $2 to kill me, plus having the fourth pick really, really sucks.
it's tough, dude. It's tough.
Because I feel like if somebody steals my number one, I'm going to be so sad. But Scotch,
You can't pick Boba Fett.
It seems like I've had the first pick.
He doesn't count.
what the fuck are you talking about?
He's a bounty hunter. He's supposed to bring him back alive, right? I mean, he's not supposed to kill people. I think he's supposed
Man,
to. You
hey,
know what I mean?
let's let the draft
Jesus
happen.
Christ.
There's
dude.
questions.
God
right?
damn,
Just-
what's going on
just
here?
give away picks.
I had this whole talk with
Jesus,
my wife at the house.
motherfucker.
We
That
were
wasn't
like,
a-
he's not a hitman.
That wasn't on my list until now.
No,
gonna get me
it's not
cussing
on your
again.
list because it doesn't count.
So
All right, Scotchback, you are starting this draft off.
it seems like
Does Harry Potter
I've
have
had
any
the first
fucking
pick
hitmen?
a few times lately, and sometimes it's great, and sometimes it's like shit. I could go a lot of different directions.
Random.org
Can we say?
loves you.
Can
I'll
we
tell
say
you that
first of
much.
all that fuck, dude? There was like a lot in this category, right?
There's
I feel
a
like this
lot.
was a rich one after our fucking debacle with fucking Jack Nicholson. Oh Jesus! Like I'm glad that there's like a rich category.
Let's just say that there will be an also rans.
Oh, for
after
sure.
this one for sure.
For sure.
For sure.
Yeah. Oh man, do I go with what I love or what is popular? Ah, god dang it!
I'm
you should
looking, I'm
do-
looking at Zach's phone right now, and it's making
quit
me
looking at
sad.
my phone.
Making me
That's why
sad.
mine's on my knee. Put it on your fucking knee, like
Sorry,
a real
bro.
person.
I just
Come on,
turned my computer away from Brad.
I just thought you had integrity. I guess not.
It's staring me in the face. So it's like, I know that
Integrity
person.
Farms.
Okay.
Speaking of Stan Marsh. All right.
There's fucking
Make a pick. You're number one.
There's
Do
three
you
or
want
four
us
that I
to-
really, really want.
Do you want me to
stall?
vamp?
Don't
You
vamp.
yeah,
Don't
okay.
vamp. Don't vamp. I need to shit or get off the pot.
I can fucking vamp.
And I'm gonna
The
go
number one pick of the draft.
number one pick of the
is-
draft, which people might not agree with. John Wick,
Okay.
Why did I knew that was going number one?
because he killed a fucking guy with a pencil.
A
Killed
pencil.
a fucking pencil. And yeah, I love those movies. They're super fun. He's fucking badass.
Does he really only? I mean, I think I've seen the second one.
This sets
They're in,
the
like,
stage because
France or
he's
something.
basically like a retired hitman.
right. But aren't they, but
But
is
he
it
is
really
a
they kill
But he
his-
shows off the skills, and that's what I'm saying. If you can show off the skills, if that's what your old job was, and now you're showing off the skills,
okay, going off of what Zach said just a little bit ago, a hitman is someone that gets paid to kill
Exactly my
people.
point. So that's what I was
He's
gonna say.
not getting paid
They
to
kill his
these
dog,
people,
but
right?
he used to.
No,
be a
no, no,
hitman.
no.
I think
he used to.
Yeah.
He used to
Okay.
get paid.
Used
so
to,
that
that's what I'm saying.
classifies still.
I think you're right.
Because he's
Okay.
now showing off the skills that he had as a.
I think Scott's right.
There's
I
the-
think it's a questionable number one, but I like it. And I
Yeah.
Did he really kill all those people because they kill his dog? Is that what happens?
Well, that's definitely what starts.
They're
it.
all in the way of him getting to the people that killed
Got his dog. Yeah.
There's like a cool. I watched the second one, I think, and there was like a great nightclub in like France where he's like killing people, but
Yeah.
the music's so loud they may not know what's going on. It was really cool.
Like, oh, it's just a part of a dance.
Yeah, exactly.
And then number 4 is now on the way.
Yeah.
They already had the trailer.
I've
It-
only seen number 2. I've only seen 1 and 2.
There's
I haven't seen
definitely
3.
a few on the lists that they're not necessarily hitmen in the movie. They were hitmen for sure, and like
Hey,
I'm
let's
just
let it
saying.
happen.
I'm just
Let's
saying.
let it happen.
I'm not going to argue with you
Right.
only because.
And again, there I could have gone a bunch of different ways, and I don't know. I personally
You
love
shit
it.
the bed. That's fine.
I like Keanu
just
Reeves.
accept it.
I like Keanu
I've won a
Reeves.
lot lately, and I'm tired of winning.
Oh, there it is.
I like Keanu Reeves, and I watched this really cool thing on him where he like is like expertly trained in like firearms and all this different stuff. Like it was really impressive. Like
That's
It was all for Bill and
dope
Ted.
dude.
Excellent Adventure.
Yeah, he's straight up. I saw him at a restaurant once, and he was just fucking sitting
Did you
there
creep
by
him out like
himself.
my brother?
I didn't creep him out.
You're Keanu Reeves.
Nobody walked up to him the entire time. We sat there. We were like about 2 tables away. It was a
Did you walk by and just like fart?
I didn't do anything. I was sat there. He sat there, and it was kind of weird because
He was by himself?
he's by himself,
Okay.
and he looked kind of sad, and nobody walked up to him. And the whole time we were sitting there at lunch, nobody went up to him.
Do you think he was thinking like, God, nobody knows who I am?
I know.
Did you notice like anyone in the room like acknowledge like that's Keanu Reeves?
Everybody at my table was.
There was a buzz, right?
Yeah.
There's
Oh,
like,
for sure.
Shit. It's like
Oh,
fucking Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, but nobody talked up. Nobody went up, took a picture, nothing.
That's good.
Yeah, which is great.
He should be able to
it's
enjoy a
cool.
meal by
Yeah.
himself.
Be a normal
fucking
person.
sad ass motherfucker. I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
All right,
Zachy.
Zach, second pick.
$200, Zach.
I mean, it's just the easiest. It's the easiest pick in the world for me. I fucking love this movie so much. We're going Anton Chigurh. No Country for Old Men. I just fucking
Jake just learned how these fucking drafts go.
I just fucking love it so much.
Anybody,
damn it!
anybody who wasn't watching our YouTube channel because we don't have one, there was double birds going at fucking Zach's head.
I respect.
I didn't
I
see
respect the shit out of you
I didn't
because
see
it's one of your favorite movies. You said because this is one of my favorite movies.
I love it.
But damn you,
He's a ruthless
Yes.
fucking just,
I knew
stone face.
yes.
I
He's
threw
so
it-
bad.
I threw it-
dead-eyed motherfucker.
I threw it lower on my list because I knew that Zach was going to take him before I did.
Yeah.
And
Wait, you had the number one pick, motherfucker.
no,
I thought it was gonna be a sleeper. I
I don't think he's number one.
Oh, wow.
I thought that was gonna be a sleeper. I was like,
If I had
That's
number
gonna
one, I
slip.
think that's where I'm going.
Wow.
I just he's amazing. He fucking
The
limps off
scariest
into the
person you could
sunset.
meet. The scariest person you could meet.
I love the accent. I love everything about it.
Because even if he fucks with you and like does the whole coin flip, it's like you get to sit there and think like you're gonna die for like 30 seconds, and then he's like, "No, I guess I'm not gonna kill you." That's fucked up. That's like trauma for life.
I'm going very themed this draft too, so you guys gotta get ready.
Love it.
Shit, all from No Country for Old Men. That's awesome.
It's gonna be going all Latin American.
He's like the dog, the dog that got shot in the very beginning. Well, you're see now you're hurting yourself. I
know, I just gave a lot
comes
away.
back to you, man.
All right, Jake. you
Jake,
got
do it
the
right now.
third
Just
pick.
just go Latin America right now.
Right
on top
now?
of just jump like Mario on like one of those little Goombas. Like just do it.
I'm going Antonio Banderas and Zorro. I fucking got it. All right, let's go.
he just ruined number one for me. So I'm gonna go Michael Ehrmantraut in El Camino.
Oh wow!
So he's not.
Wow!
So,
wow!
So technically, me and Brad had a very not non-detailed conversation about this on the way over here. Okay, he's not technically in present tense in the movie. There's a flashback in the movie, which for those of you out there that don't know what El Camino is, it's
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad.
spin-off movie.
It's
Epilogue
the
of Breaking
epilogue
Bad.
of what happened to Jesse Pinkman from Breaking Bad. So that's my pick.
This
And
is
he
going places
shows
I
up-
did not
He
expect.
shows up in the movie, and I said,
Yeah.
if he's in the movie, it's a pick.
It is. It is.
yeah,
I
I
love
specifically
all
asked-
of the hits he does in that movie. It's
Yes.
fucking great.
I specifically asked Brad. I was like, there's no hits in the movie. I know. But he has a hit.
He said it. He said it
You
out
did
loud.
say it. You did say it.
He threw a little dunk right there, but that's all right.
That, I
no,
wasn't
I-
right.
He's one of my favorite characters of all time. He's one
He's one of my
Better
favorite
Call
characters in
Saul.
all-
Fucking- yeah,
in
dude,
all
it's just
shows
so
of
great.
all time.
I cannot hate on the pick because it's an amazing pick. It's a movie podcast, but I'm just saying.
Oh,
No, the fact that he pulled that into a movie and it makes sense because it is a movie. I'm mad respect. It's wrong, but
I'm going
mad
out on a
respect.
limb, but
Lots of
hey,
respect.
here we are.
Love it.
I stand by
All
it.
right, we got Brad with 2 picks.
I got 2 picks here. and I'm
Rap
very
Arito.
excited.
He's got a lot of fucking shit on the table.
You're gonna pick the droid
There's
that
a
tries
lot.
to kill.
Hey now,
Amidala.
hey. Those little worms that are crawling
Yeah,
around.
dude. That's exactly what
I'm gonna pick not the second worm. I'm picking the first worm.
Okay, all right.
No, I'm just kidding. All right, so my first pick here is the one I was hoping to get, and while the movie has its problematic elements, there's been no hitman in a movie ever where I've just been like, God damn, this guy's amazing. He's a badass, and he's got a little silliness to him.
Oh, are you going Leon?
He might be a little he might be on the spectrum. You know, I don't know. He's a little strange, but he's the professional. He's Leon.
You have balls that I don't have. I love that. I couldn't pick it over Anton Chigurh, but that's a fucking great pick.
He was my backup to Chigurh,
that's a great
for
pick.
sure.
He was my 1A.
Yeah, it's a good pick.
I went back and forth on both of them.
It's such a good movie, and like, I mean, obviously you get so much great acting in it across the board, but as Jean Reno, he just does everything so cold, calculated, and it's because he doesn't have emotion when he's doing his job, but when he gets to hang out with
Queen
Amidala, you know, I don't like to think in my mind, there's no sexual feelings there. She tries to sexualize him
from her side.
From her side, of course.
Yeah, but
it's weird.
He's the father figure.
Yeah.
And the role is like
it's
weirdly
very
sexually
awkward.
charged, which is weird.
It is weird, and supposedly there was some weird incidents with her and like the director on the set.
Exactly.
So, like, that's there's Natalie Portman. So
there's some
that's
problematicness.
But the movie itself,
I love Natalie Portman. I love fucking Leon. I love the movie. It's fucking great. I think it's a great pick.
I mean, just doing some weird shit, and it's got some weird moments, but he's a badass hitman. So first pick, rap now.
No. See, now you're probably feeling pretty good about number 4. You're probably like
I'm happy about 5 too, because
I'm saying being the 4th pick, you've got a great wraparound right here. If you don't fuck it up,
if you're about to be killed by somebody and they start giving you scripture,
I know.
Jules,
there it is.
God, and Jules Winfield standing in front of you. And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee.
So
pop.
So I sent you guys yesterday the Tarantino, the newest Tarantino interview.
Listen to that today.
And
it's
so
really good.
He's talking about Bruce Willis told him, I want to play Vincent. Yeah. And he's like, I'm giving that to Travolta. And he's like, oh, I love Travolta. That's good. I want to play Jules. He's like, well, Jules is, I wrote the part for a black guy. And he's like, that's fine. People talk. I can talk like that.
I'll be a hippie guy. He said he'd be a hippie guy or something.
I'll be a fucking hippie assassin.
I talk to my friends like that. I
talk to my friends just like that. I was like, holy shit.
Bruce Willis campaigning.
So again, we had this problem when we did spoiler alert. We had this problem when we did the Pulp Fiction draft. I like Vincent better. I think he's a better.
He's still up for grabs.
I know.
You have a pick coming up in 2 picks.
He may very well get picked.
Actually, coming up in 1 pick.
He may very well get picked, but I know Jake has got a guy from Buffy the Vampire Slayer that he's eyeing over here.
He's not going to go TV. He knows it's movies. He just found a workaround, and I appreciate that.
Okay,
loopholes and workarounds are part of this podcast.
Are you ready to go, buddy? You need to vamp.
I'm ready.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna go
with your second pick.
I'm gonna go a little out there. Again, he doesn't technically kill anybody in the movie.
Ooh,
wow.
This is the
TV first, killing next.
He went themed also.
I like the theme.
Yeah. The theme is no killing.
It's the wet work man from Horrible Bosses. Remember when they they go to the hotel room, and they hire the hitman to meet him.
Yeah.
He's like you don't search hitman on Craigslist. So you type in little
keywords,
little blurbs, like wet work.
The wet work man, Horrible Bosses.
Love it.
Is it a particular actor that plays? I've not seen Horrible Bosses.
It is. So I looked it up. His name is Ione Grufford.
Okay,
that's super memorable.
I like that.
All right.
Is it back to me?
It's back to you.
It is back.
Oh my God. The fucking door is wide open, you guys. So I've got a very easy pick here, and I am going to go with the Terminator from Terminator T100, I think, or 800, or whatever the fuck he is.
800. And this is
if you were more confident about that, I would have been like, okay, but the fact that you had to say
I got backups.
T1,
if
blah blah blah.
Am I supposed to fucking come up with his nickname?
Again,
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
How much is a fucking robot getting paid to kill people?
That's my. So again, I thought about
point.
this.
I didn't think about that.
He was on my. He was like low on the list because I wasn't sure if it would be accepted or not.
I take it back. I'm going to go new pick.
Let's talk about it. If you really want him,
nope, new pick.
You don't think?
Wait, you're really scrapping that?
Scrap it. No one else can pick it if I scrap it, you motherfuckers. So Just so everybody's clear on
Actually,
that.
we're going to
I'll
say
agree.
you can scrap it, but anybody can pick it that they want to.
Because my next one is another one that's fucking questionable on whether or not she's getting paid to fucking
We
kill
fucking
people.
canceled 3 of Nate's picks right in a row. So
Let's talk
you don't
about
have to
talk about T-800 because that's what you brought up. Okay?
Right.
Arnold Schwarzenegger in the first movie T-800.
He's
right?
sent to
He's
kill.
sent to kill.
Right.
And
a
so
hit bot.
Hence a hit bot.
he is a hit bot. So I think
Mr. Hit
Hitborg. Hitborg.
here's the thing. I think that he sent his job is to kill, which is my second.
Whether or not he values money is irrelevant.
Right. My two things that I personally thought was A, are they getting paid? Or B, is that their job? Is that what they want to
I
do?
think his job was definitely
So I personally think that if
to
he
go
wants
kill
to pick
John
it, he can
Connor's
pick it.
mom.
That's my vote. My vote is it counts.
I'm willing to let you have this. No
I'd like
problem.
to move on to my next pick to find
Wait a
out if you
second,
guys
hold
will.
on.
No, you won't make that your third pick.
Jake, what do you think about T800 Terminator?
Arnold
is
and
that
the
a
original.
hitman?
We're talking original Terminator.
Hit person. We did say persons, and
I would
he's
say-
neither.
No.
He's
Yeah.
he's an assassin.
He's a Roomba.
He's an assassin. He's a Roomba.
He is a robot, so he's
My
not,
He is a
Roomba
robot.
cleans the
he is
floors.
not a hit person.
My Roomba cleans the floors, and
So-
would we call it a
He's
janitor?
I would say assassin.
Is my Roomba a janitor?
All right, I'm going to go with my next one. We're going to
So
say,
you don't want to take him.
but you guys can't take him either.
I'll accept it. I will accept it.
I don't.
I'm
I already
100%
I would
acceptable.
It's
I would accept
unaccepted.
it.
It's unaccepted.
Wait, you're unaccepting your own pick?
We're going to go with. Are you guys ready?
Wait, are you unaccepting your own pick?
Yeah, I told you guys I'm not going to pick it because
All 3 of us said we had
I'll
questions,
accept
but
it.
we're accepting it.
All right, I'll take it.
Okay.
All right.
T800.
One of the greatest assassins of all time. See you fucking cock a
It was
shotgun
fun.
while
It
riding
was
a
fun just to
motorcycle.
talk shit
Yeah.
about.
I think it's a horrible pick.
Me too.
There's no way you think it's a horrible pick. It's one of the greatest picks of all time.
All right. So now, Scotch, you've got the wrap here.
Okay. So we're gonna.
And then you won't get another pick to your last pick, so make them good.
Thanks for the breakdown.
Yeah. That's how it works in a snake draft.
So let's.
Saw a snake, man.
I'm gonna go with. And she's not paid in
Okay, well, that was going to be
movies.
my next pick, you motherfucker.
The Bride.
Yep.
Beatrix Kiddo.
I fucking call
Kill Bill.
I call shenanigans.
But he specifically says
She doesn't get paid.
no,
She's only in the movie because she's got great feet.
because he mentions literally in Kill Bill Volume 2 going around the world making vast amounts of money,
Yeah. Oh no,
killing.
they're hired to kill
hired to
people.
kill people.
They're the best agency you can hire to kill folks.
hitmen, but in the actual movie, she's not trying to fucking
But just like fucking John Wick, so this dude's picking people that don't show off their action. I mean, they show off their hit person skills, but you don't actually see him being a hit person. So he's got John Wick and Beatrix Kiddo.
Right.
Neither of who in their
have a
movies
theme.
are hit people.
Right, because
But
she's
they
not being
have the
paid
skills
to hit people.
They have the skills that they used to have as a hit person.
But they are a hit person. In like
they were formerly a hit
If you look
person.
them up on Wikipedia, their characters
They were formerly hit persons.
in the world of their movies,
Wikipedia.
you'd say, "Oh, Beatrix Kiddo, Wikipedia. Oh, she's a hit woman."
Wasn't she, Rick? She was a hit woman on the TV show that she was on before she was on the movie, right?
That's Pulp Fiction, dude.
Oh, that was Jake's. That was Jake's pick.
Fox Force 5?
Fox Force
Fox
5.
Force 5.
That was my pick.
Boom, bro.
I took Pulp Fiction.
Okay, and then so for my Raparito,
Who else is not really a hitman in their movie?
this is absolute hitman in the movie, 100%. The whole point of the movie is a hitman going around, being driven around by somebody who definitely doesn't want to be involved. Vincent in the movie Collateral.
I love that movie.
Yeah,
So
that's your,
Tom
best.
Cruise.
That's your best pick so far.
Great pick.
God damn it! I was hoping that was coming to me in the third pick. I
don't like Tom
I'm gonna
Cruise, but I
make
like that
this
pick.
draft a wrap if I got Collateral.
Yeah.
That's legit. That's Tom Cruise in his weirdest role, his most evil role by far.
Yeah, and it's weird because I remember the first time I watched it, I didn't love it because I don't think I could accept the fact that it was Tom Cruise being a badass.
But he is a clean hitman though. Like he just goes in and.
But the
just
more I
business.
watched it, like on every time I'd watched it since the first time, I liked it more and more and more.
I love Jamie Foxx in that movie too.
Jamie Foxx is great.
Oh, he's amazing.
Yeah. So
All right, now we're back to.
I'm glad I made a good pick. Thanks, Brad, for
Yeah, that's your
helping
first
my
good pick.
my self-esteem was getting kind of kind of bad there, and you made me feel good about myself again.
Well, yeah, everybody now I think has a great has a good pick.
Thanks, pal. I won last week.
I'm gonna go with. We were talking earlier off the air about Yellowstone, and my dude Taylor Sheridan wrote a movie called Sicario. That's one of my favorites, and Benicio del Toro plays Gillick in that movie. And if you haven't seen it, you gotta check it out. Don't watch the fucking Sicario 2 because it's nowhere near as good.
But he wrote both of them though.
Yes, he did. But the first one is fucking bad. And check it out. Great killer from Latin America. I fucking love it. So you guys didn't know Arnold was made in Latin America
Didn't
too.
know that.
Yeah, that's where they made him. So I just want to make sure everybody's clear.
Wait, no, there was that scene when he was operating on himself and he peeled back like on his
Yeah,
neck.
he
Had
was
that tag.
uncircumcised.
It said made in South America. His uncircumcised
they
Robocop.
peel back his foreskin. It says made in fucking South America.
It's like Starship Troopers. Like the biggest city in the world is Sao Paulo, Brazil, and so like that's where he was made.
God, I love Starship Troopers.
All right, so we are back to Jake. Jake, are you ready for your third pick?
I am.
So
coming out hard.
first of all, you can't take Cagney and Lacey. You have to take one or the other.
What are we doing?
What the hell?
Gosh, you're so mean.
How'd you know?
Gosh, why is it? What? Don't dunk on Jake.
So
He's our guest.
never coming back.
He's gonna spit in all your beers, and I'm
I
gonna
know.
laugh every time.
So this is one of my favorite gangster movies of all time.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Scarface, The Skull,
Okay.
which is
wow.
played by Gino
Ventimiglia.
Silva.
Oh, okay.
Which I'm surprised you didn't pick this one. You said Latin American
Yeah, no, you're-
assassins.
So he's the guy that takes him out at the end.
Yeah.
Yep. That's a sneaky. I did not even consider that one. I like that a lot.
Because it's such a small role. He's only in the
He's
final
only in the
scene.
scene where he kills
The one
someone, right?
scene, yeah.
Yeah. But he's the guy.
Which I'm surprised he gets credited for that on IMDb because I think he has like 35 seconds of screen time total.
That's funny. I thought you were going a different direction when you said you were going mob hitman, but I like that pick.
All right,
I'm with you.
I got my last two picks here, and I'm sure about my first one. We'll figure out my fourth one and just my fourth pick in a second. The first one for sure. If you have not seen this movie, and you want to watch just a strange, weird movie that it doesn't necessarily make any sense how it got made, that's okay. But watch Ghost Dog.
Oh God,
Forrest Whitaker as a samurai hitman.
That's like the ultimate. Like you get free Showtime in like 1994, and you had to you could change it to the channels that the free Showtime
Ghost
was
Dog
on.
was always on.
And it would be like Ghost Dog like 50
The Way
times.
of the Samurai.
And the Tao of Steve would be the movie that was on there
the top Steve.
every time.
Oh, that's nice. But yeah, so Ghost Dog, the Way of the Samurai, that is a weird movie. It's set in Jersey, and Forrest Whitaker is a hitman. He only communicates with his mob dudes that he works for through carrier pigeon.
Interpretive dance.
No, just through pigeons. And and he also is a samurai. He goes by the samurai code. He reads books about samurai, and he tries to espouse that wisdom to everybody else that he talks to. But he also fucks people up when he needs to.
Oh, I remember that one. No, I don't.
Dude,
It's good. It's
actually a legit movie. RZA from Wu-Tang. He does the
It's not
soundtrack. It's a cool movie.
but it's interesting for sure.
Well, because he follows the samurai code to a T, and it's awesome. And he tries to get other people to support his actions. He's a weird dude. It's a weird movie, but he's a badass hitman. He goes into houses and just fucks people up. That's first pick. I've got one more. And now this is where I got to look through my list here and see what's going to do. Okay. Yeah. You know what? Oh, man.
You know, pick the bad guy from Incredibles.
I got to decide if I'm going to bring in some heart or if I'm going to go just straight up badass. There's two ways I can go here. Okay, we're gonna go heart. I'm gonna go ahead and take Mike Sullivan, Road to Perdition. Tom Hanks,
Yeah, it's on my list.
hitman with a heart. He's he does his job just very cold and calculating like he's supposed to, but he's also got a kid at home that he wants to take care of. And as soon as his kid starts getting fucked with, it's kind of like almost like a Taken type thing where it's like his skills turn into like superhero status, and he starts fucking everybody up because don't fuck with this kid.
Yet again, another kind of weird thing where you're going, Tom Hanks, really? A badass? And you're like, at first you're like, I don't know. But then you're like, dude, Tom Hanks, badass. He's killing some fools.
It works. It does. Like, and I was saying this a little bit. I had a conversation off the air a while back about like Tom Hanks versus Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholson pretty much plays himself in kind of every role. He brings his own like personality to it versus Tom Hanks. He has range. Like he can do comedy, he can do drama, he can do serious. He can be all over the place. And this is one of those roles where it was like, oh, he's kind of a bad guy, but I still like him because he's Tom Hanks. So Tom Hanks in Road to Perdition. There you go. My final pick.
I don't think I've seen that movie.
It's good. It really is.
It's like a.
But it's also, I mean, I think you would dig it.
It's like a Prohibition thing.
It's during the Prohibition era.
Yeah.
Paul Newman, like one of his last roles, right?
Lots of Tommy guns and stuff.
And Tommy
like that.
guns. Yeah. So it's really cool. Jude Law is kind of the bad guy in it.
Tom Hanks is always like,
Tom Hanks is.
looky here, see?
Yeah, see, I'm going to protect my boss, see? All right. Jake, your final pick. Round out this.
This is my last one?
This is.
Okay.
We're a 4-round.
I'm surprised this hasn't been even brought up yet. Vincent Vega, Pulp Fiction.
I brought it up.
He brought it up. And
Never mind.
No,
You did
I
bring
didn't
it up.
pick it, but I brought it up.
and again, it's like
I think that's a great draft saving pick for you.
that's a great pick because
Because your picks were shit until now.
right.
Jules got picked.
I think it doesn't.
second
I think if you don't
round.
pick it right there, it doesn't get picked because he already picked. He already picked
Jules.
Jules, and I like Vincent better than Jules personally. And I said that during our Pulp Fiction pod. I think
he
he's
was
a
the
better
most-
character.
Yeah, I think
Vincent
he
was
the-
reading books on the shitter when he got fucked up. Like, come on. How good of a
better-
hitman are you if you get caught on the shitter and the dude takes your Uzi and fucking fucks you up?
Hey, shitter's full.
He went there to kill. He went there to kill him, and then just decided I'm just going to take a shit really quick.
And read my book.
That's fucking efficient.
That's
right
why
there.
I take Jules Winfield over Vincent Vega. But, you know.
I mean, I think it's a steal in the fourth round. That's the best.
I
No,
100%
he is.
agree.
He's a
100%
I mean,
agree. It's a great pick.
memorable as fuck.
I'm surprised it slipped as low as it
You
did.
can't go wrong with Pulp Fiction in any way.
All right, Zach.
Your final pick.
Okay, so I'm going with. It depends on how you guys want to play this. I'm going to pick two characters, but they're the same character. So two actors playing the same character. It's still the same hitman in the same movie, but it's two actors that play him, and that is one of my favorite fucking movies of the 2010s by a lot, which is the movie Looper. I don't know if you guys saw this. So what happens is they send people back in time to, or they send people forward in time, and then they kill them. Joseph Gordon-Levitt is a fucking assassin basically, and then he's never fucked up one of these kills until Bruce Willis shows up, and then you realize later in the movie, spoiler alert, that fucking it's him. It's,
Well, he realizes at the moment when he's about, when he's
it's
about to
just
shoot.
so fucking great, and I really love it. It's total mindfuck of a movie. There's a cool love story too. It's fucking awesome.
My problem with that pick is that he has the easiest hitman job ever. He
1000%.
watches his watch. It turns.
Amazing.
He's standing there. As soon as they appear, he fucking shoots them with a shotgun.
And he's got like some futuristic like boomstick shotgun.
They have no chance of fighting back. They
No.
They're
they
tied
appear,
up. They're
they
like
appear in this fucking world. They're so
Exactly.
what the fuck they're at. Then boom, done.
It's
But
such a good movie.
It is.
dude.
That was on my list. It was definitely on my list. I was gonna mention the Also Rans, but you took it.
I
Nice.
fucking love that movie. Go watch it.
Good
if you haven't
movie.
Seen it, and don't listen to the spoiler I just gave you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just you erase your mind.
Hit
real quick.
pause really quick right before he spoils it.
But
and then,
don't listen to this part either. But fucking Joseph Gordon-Levitt is doing Willis, and you don't realize it until
They threw some CGI in for his face though, a little bit. so.
But no, but like you can tell that like he's mannerism and like doing a couple of things that Willis does, and you don't really notice it until Willis is on screen with him, and then you're like, oh shit.
It is
like,
one of those things that if you
dude.
didn't know it was Joseph Gordon-Levitt, you'd be like,
yeah, it's sick.
yeah, you'd think like, wait, who's
It's
this dude that they
sick.
found?
And
that looks
Willis is
kinda
all
like Bruce
bald.
Willis?
Yeah, dude, it's fucking.
That's
great.
one of those movies that I was actually my old roommate told me, dude, you got to watch it, and it's like one of those things I just haven't gotten around.
Oh,
to
you
yet.
still haven't watched
haven't
it?
watched
Really?
it because it's just
I hope you didn't hear the spoilers I just told you.
I swear to God, I was
It's
sitting here
so
looking at
good,
my
Scotty.
list. I wasn't listening.
You gotta watch it.
So maybe
Very
I'll watch
good.
it before
Well,
I actually listen to when the pod drops, and so I don't get spoiled.
Ryan Johnson, who also directed The Last Jedi, which
Right.
I mean, love or hate, I thought it was a great film, but Star Wars fucks went crazy on him. So Ryan Johnson, also of the Knives Out and the new Knives Out coming out just recently. So
Glass Onion.
Glass Onion, that's Ryan Johnson. Part of the he did Looper back in the day.
Man.
Zach.
Me?
Scotch.
I'll wrap this up.
Finish it off.
There's a lot of places I can go. And
Finish him.
All
Headshot right now.
right.
Somebody's got a good headshot.
I'm picking this one because
Pick your most memorable headshot.
I just remember watching it and I knew nothing about the characters. I knew nothing about this is actually based on a comic.
You go on the Flying Monkeys from Wizard of Oz?
No. And I had no clue. And I remember watching it and just the first scene where she's just absolutely fucking killing people like crazy. And it's Hit Girl in the movie Kick-Ass.
I love that movie.
And she's so young, and
She's
it's
such a
so
badass.
weird to see that she is Chloe Grace Moretz, and she's just
Chloe Grace Moretz.
throwing fucking F-bombs everywhere. And her and Nicolas Cage, like he shoots her with the gun and like with a bulletproof vest, and like her just going through that room and just throwing knives through people, and it's just great. So if you haven't seen Kick-Ass, it's super fun.
Amazing. She's not
Yeah.
getting paid, but I love her in a lot of stuff. She's got a new show on Amazon right now, The Peripheral. I don't know if
I've
you've
heard a
checked
lot of
that
people
out.
talking about it, saying
Dude,
it's amazing.
Very good. We only watched one episode. I don't know.
So yeah, Hit Girl.
All right. Well, that wraps up the draft. Scotch, who's going to be giving us the judgment?
You might, if you listened last week, Matt Marlowe was hanging out with us,
Yes, he was.
and he thinks he knows what a hitman and an assassin.
This is
Truly
Matt.
is.
Matt from the Real Drunks.
Matt from the Real Drunks.
Yeah, there we go.
And
Jake's compadre.
And he's going to come in and tell us exactly how dumb we are.
Listen, Matt, if you want to continue doing this podcast, you know who to pick.
Well, shit. Laying down the gauntlet.
And we'll be back after
We'll be
a
back in a
note
minute.
from our sponsors.
I'm Tawny Ray,
And I'm Felicia Connor.
and we are Two Chicks and a Horror Flick, a weekly horror movie review podcast.
We are two horror-addicted best buds sharing our unedited, comical, no bullshit opinions on the horror flicks we love and hate.
And you can always expect some interesting movie trivia. We cuss a bunch, spoil the shit out of some movies, and drink a little whiskey.
You can find us on every social media platform and listen to us on your favorite podcatcher by searching Two Chicks and a Horror Flick.
And remember, no nightmares.
Bathymetrics, YouTube assist. Gonna point out all the shit that we missed. It's the draft judge, crushing dreams once again.
It's just so emotional.
I get a tear every time, a single tear, right down the left side.
One
of my
drop
face.
of pre-cum.
So my face, not my penis head.
Oh,
Jesus, Brad, this is a family pod.
I got a little graphic. I'm sorry. Y'all. I'm sorry.
So it's time for us to find out what we know or do not know about hitmen / assassins, and or is there an and or? I don't know.
I like Andor.
You've talked about that show before. So we brought in our buddy Matt Marlowe from The Real Drunks, and he was with us on last week's pod, and he's a huge movie fan. They talk about movies on their podcast, and he's like, you know what? I know what a fucking hitman is, and you guys don't. So I'm gonna fucking lay it down on you right now.
Somebody who gets fucking paid for killing somebody.
Well,
Matt, we talked up there. How many people have you killed?
Like 13, 14?
Okay, you were talking about that 14th one. I was like, I don't know if that's actually a kill.
No, I didn't get paid for that one.
That's true.
Yeah. So we had a lengthy discussion on so the category is most memorable hit person in a movie. And we kind of talked about what we thought was an acceptable hit person. And what do you think is an acceptable hit person?
Somebody who gets paid for killing somebody.
So period. Like,
Period. Yeah.
So what if it's your job to kill people, but you're just not getting paid?
Like how so? Like you mean like you're a government assassin?
You're
or
a
spy?
robot sent back from the future.
Are you?
He's going very specific here.
A robot sent from the future with your only mission to kill John Connor's mother.
No, because you're not getting paid.
Okay, but it's still your job, right? So what would you be?
An assassin.
A hit bot?
So
I like that.
so you don't think so basically the whole thing of where all hitmans are assassin, not all assassins are hitmen, or like what's your
Yeah, I feel like all hitmen are assassins, but not all assassins are hitmen.
right?
So you can be an assassin. I think I looked this up, and it was something like an assassin. The description of that was somebody who kills for political purposes.
Right.
A
Political or
hitman-
religious. It's like
Yeah,
an
political or
extremist.
religious.
Essentially an extremist that's going to do something to just fuck shit up
Yes.
for whatever reason.
Whereas a hitman is somebody who does it solely for monetary reasons.
They're indiscriminate about it. They're just
Yes.
like, oh, you're paying me to kill that person? I'm going to kill that person.
You need to kill this religious person? Well, okay, but you're paying me for it. I don't necessarily
Think about
reflect on those exact same. Yeah.
versus like if I'm an assassin, I'm like, I'm killing you because I'm trying to make my group
Yes.
succeed or whatever.
The Terminator is a robotic assassin, but not necessarily a robotic hitman. He's not getting paid in microchips or,
So
I think that's semantics.
right. So we made the right choice.
Maybe we shouldn't have let him have that pay.
we made the right choice. So that being said,
Congratulations.
now as the judge, did you come up with some other criteria other than just the overall what is a hitman, what is not? And now did you penalize the fuck out of guys for picking what you didn't think was a hitman?
So I didn't penalize per se, but I did not award points
Right.
because I feel like that was you kind of took yourself out of the running on that round
Okay.
if you didn't follow what a hitman was.
Okay.
I love that that's where you're going with this because I'm going to fucking destroy some of these other guys' picks that I disagree with too.
Love your attitude. So what?
All going to be judgy,
What was your judging criteria?
So
What did you do?
What I did was I basically went line by line, round by round, like first round. And I went down this point system as if I feel the one person got better than the other, like it basically went 10 to, minus 2 points for every level, basically. If that makes sense.
Okay.
So the most you'll get is 10. The least you'll get is 4.
Okay.
Round
by round.
by round.
Okay.
But I also went through each individual one, and if you got, I also made my own list,
All right.
my own draft order, and if you picked within my top 5, I gave you an extra 5 points. Well, no, I'm sorry, I gave you 5 points if you got my number 1, and then I gave you 8 points for that, 5 points if you were in my top 5 for the rest of the rounds.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Right.
I feel like this is like gymnastics, like judging.
Oh yeah.
Like it's very.
Oh yeah. So
Here's the thing. It's complex.
I'm hoping for a 5.7.
It's complex, and I love it because
Yes.
he's into it. He's got his fucking scoring system.
but I also
As long as we throw out the Russian judges.
I also had bonus points, which one I call the Baba Yaga factor,
Baba Yaga.
which is if you're just a sneaky fuck, like you have it all. You're like a John Wick, for instance. He kills people, guns, knives, sambo,
Right.
Also, we did,
No one's paying him. Thank you.
but
In the movies, he's doing
he was a hitman in the movie.
Yeah.
showing off his skills.
He was showing off another one. So you got 5 points if I believed you were just a complete badass.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
I gave
I like
another
this.
5 points for style. if I thought you may not have been like the most effective killer, but if you had style,
Right.
I gave
Okay.
gave it 5 points for that one.
There might be some high scores on this. There seems like a lot of points being flung around here. This is
And then-
interesting.
Gnarly judging system.
Finally, I gave another 5 points if it was I called the silent assassin. So if I look at it, I'm like, oh shit, I didn't even think about that. Holy shit, that's a great one. 5 points.
I mean, if like they were like a ghost
Yes.
dog.
So yes.
Oh, so great. Okay, so what we'd like from you right now is just the scores from bottom to top.
from bottom to top.
What are the
No
numbers?
teams.
Yes.
Okay. So the lowest scoring team got a score of 30.
Okay.
I told you it was going to be fucking
that's
high.
high points. You're right.
High points. Okay.
Okay. From 30, it went to 36,
Okay.
A little bit of a bump.
then 37.
Wow.
That's close.
The highest score got a 46.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
So somebody-
First place
Somebody
stands
killed
alone.
it.
Killed
The
it.
cheese stands alone. All right. I love this. Let's find out.
Wow.
I love that that's what happened because if it wasn't my team with 46 points, I have so many problems. Fucking love it. Let's go.
Okay. So that being said, what was the fourth place team with 30 points?
30 points. Team 2.
Team
Jesus
2
fucking
includes Anton Chigurh, No Country for Old Men, T-800, The Terminator, Gillick from Sicario, and Joe from Looper.
I'll take it. And I just put it down to Matt Marlowe's racist against Latin Americans. I really think that's what's happening
Fucking old
here.
Latin American Bruce Willis.
So all 2 of those.
He hates Latin Americans and robots.
was the Terminator made in
We
Mexico?
talked about that. I told
Yeah.
you at one point they peel back his robot foreskin and it says made in Sudamerica right there on the back of it.
part of NAFTA.
Okay,
part
so-
of NAFTA.
That was a deleted
So
scene.
let's go through this. Okay. His first pick, Anton Chigurh. What did you think
Beautiful,
of that?
right?
He was in my top 5.
Okay.
So he got points for that. He also got points for style.
Right.
I loved the
Using the cattle thing?
the coin flip. Yeah, and the cattle thing and the coin flip. That was awesome. Do you want me to go down the list? Of
Yeah.
Okay.
T-800.
T-800.
How did you feel about that?
Not a hitman. 0 points.
Okay.
Zero.
0 points. That's awesome.
I'm glad. I'm so glad we talked you
I
into
like that.
The,
Can't
I
wait.
feel like they probably did that on purpose.
I can't wait to talk. I can't wait to talk about more hitmen that aren't getting paid. Okay.
minute-
Keep going.
The minute he said she,
Gillick
and I knew that
Sicario
I
is
could get
pretty
the bride
badass,
next.
right?
Gillick Sicario is pretty badass. I saw that movie years ago.
Oh, bro, you got to rewatch.
I do.
It's good.
Dude, when
But-
he kills the kids, like, it's fucked up.
So
crazy.
so you did get points for that. I don't remember exactly what I gave you for
Joe,
that.
and then we got Joe.
And then Joe was also you got points for that as well. Joe you got 6 points for that one. Gillick, you got 8 points. So
Okay.
that was pretty high up there.
Brutal. All right.
Yeah.
So there's a huge jump up, and that's what's
now
killing me.
Joe, no skill involved in Joe, right? From Looper.
I
Like,
didn't think so. No, there was really nothing. I mean, I don't know. I didn't really consider him that effective of a hitman. I mean, he was effective, but it was kind of a boring.
literally the most effective. He had
Yeah,
never
I will say
not
that
killed this guy.
He was. I should say. I'm sorry, not effective, but yes, yeah.
I mean, he was a little. He had teed up for him a little bit.
Yeah, he had help.
it's the T-ball, the T-ball of Hitman.
Yeah,
I like that movie.
He had a
That's fucking
perfect
great
batting
movie.
average
If you have
with
not
that.
watched Looper, watch Looper, please.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So that's the fourth place team. Zach's gonna suck on some grenadine for a
Okay,
while.
no,
and not
I'm-
have
I'm
any
fi-
opinion. You don't have any opinions.
I'm fine with it. I will say several things right now. First of all, there's another team that picked 2 people on their team that didn't even kill anybody in the entire movie that they watched.
Okay.
One guy literally is in a flashback in one fucking dream sequence. I'm just saying. And they got 10 more points than me. All right, let's move on.
well, I'm gonna tell you
six.
what hurt you was the Terminator.
Terminator's what.
That's what hurt you.
Oh, obviously.
hold on.
Fucking got me good.
Jake, what do you got?
So are you going to the next?
Yes.
Okay.
So
On to third
So
place.
third place.
third place was Team 3.
Okay.
Team
And
3
what was the
includes-
what was the points difference between?
There was 6 points difference.
Yeah,
That means
30,
so-
That's
30 to
not
36.
that's not that big of a difference.
So you saved your team by picking Vincent Vega with your last pick.
Mike,
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's see. Team 3, Michael Armentrout, El Camino, the Wet Work Man from Horrible Bosses, the Skull from Scarface, and Vincent Vega, Pulp Fiction.
Yes. The Michael Ermitrout, I have no idea who the hell that was.
Have you seen Breaking Bad?
I have not.
So did he get 0 points?
So
No, he's a hitman.
He should have
He's a
gotten
hitman.
0 fucking points.
But he's
The draft is for memorable hitmen.
well, he's a hitman, so he got the minimal amount of points, which is 4.
Jesus fucking Christ. He got 4 points for a fucking guy from a TV show.
Because I look, I actually, but I.
If you give you 4 points, you're still 2 points behind.
Do you want me to?
should
Would you
have
like me to give you those 4 points?
Hey, you know what? He's going to give you 4 points.
No,
I'll
hey,
give you the
You're
4 points.
You're still
it's
in last
all
place.
good. It's all good. It's all good. I'm just gonna sit over here in last place and fucking listen
Hey,
to the
Zach,
reasoning.
I'm going to give you.
Now, the Wet
Keep
Work
going.
Man, Horrible
4
Bosses, I had no clue about that. Was that?
I remember the scene, and he was kind of a hitman. It was kind of a funny.
Lots of great kills. Super efficient killer. I mean,
He also-
scary. He had
also
lots of
got-
style points.
Also, the minimal amount on that one.
but the last 2.
But the last 2. So
Help him
what?
out.
What saved him on that was the skull. That was a silent assassin.
Yeah.
I gave you 5 extra points for that because I was like, oh shit, that's right. That was pretty badass.
Now, was it silent because he's barely in the movie?
No, it was silent because he had 0
Because
fucking
he has
lines in the
no
movie.
lines and is barely in the movie. Okay, I'm just making sure we're all on the same page
Yes.
here.
And then
Real quick. Honestly, I haven't actually watched that movie from start to finish.
Scarface?
Since it came out.
Oh, I thought you were
a
going
long
to say
time.
ever.
No, I have seen it.
Okay.
But it's been a long time. The one thing I remember is that guy fucking climbing up the back,
Just
and sneaking
slowly
back,
walking
slowly
up to
back,
him.
and that whole scene and him shooting him in the back. That is the one thing I remember about that movie, other than like obviously, him snorting the coke and the pile of coke on the whatever, and like
Say hello to my little friend.
right, that stuff I remember. But I remember that guy, and I can picture him in my brain. So I definitely
Slick back hair, the
That's
glasses.
and that's
the-
why I got the silent assassin on that because I didn't think about it and I thought, oh shit, you're right. That is amazing. That should be on my list. And then also Vincent Vega also saved you because that was my top 5.
I agree.
Now I was going to do another bonus point if we got Vincent Vega and Jules on the same team.
right.
That didn't happen. I also had on the list if you got Mr. and Mrs. Smith on the same team, which nobody even
Yeah,
mentioned.
we'll get to our.
We'll get to also ran.
Yeah.
You'll be ready. I'm sure you've got plenty.
So I got a list.
There's a lot.
So yeah, so that's what
Okay.
got Jake up those points, I guess.
Yeah, I thought Vincent in the 4th round was an absolute great
Steal.
pick.
Yes.
Good steal.
That was a
And,
good steal.
Yeah. Okay. So
So-
we're down to the final 2, and it's
Scott, you're going for a second win in a row. You're going for a back to
Hang
back.
on, I'm looking at both of the teams right now. I've got a pretty good idea of who's going to win.
All right, so you'll announce the team 2 point or the second place team points,
Okay.
and then you'll go. We'll go ahead and talk about that before we get to the first place.
There was a 1 point difference on that one, and it was 37 points.
wait 37 from the last one.
From second to third.
Second,
Oh yeah,
third.
second and third. So second and third were very close. First place is well ahead.
Yeah.
We know this, but so who was the second place that was not that far?
That would be Team 4.
Team 4 includes Leon, the Professional, Jules Winfield, Pulp Fiction, Ghost Dog, Forrest Whitaker. I mean, Ghost Dog from Ghost Dog, the Way of the Samurai, and then Mike Sullivan, Road to Perdition.
You lost us at Ghost Dog, brother. I mean,
That was where it died.
Jesus Christ.
Ghost
You got
Dog.
Jules and Leon. Those are great picks.
How have none of you seen
You
Ghost
fucking
Dog?
had just a home run. Like the first, I was actually so jealous that you had that 4th and 5th round pick. I mean, the 4th and 5th pick.
None of you then have seen Ghost Dog walk.
No.
And
No, I've seen it.
spoiler alert, Ghost Dog walking down the street to his death.
Anybody
is
listening to
one
this
of the most
pod, have you
emotional
seen
movies
that
ever.
movie or heard of that movie?
I've
never even
heard of
that
it,
movie.
but Forrest Whitaker as a samurai. Oh man, I have a hard time with that. Almost as much as John
See?
Cusack as a hitman.
I'm also a Shield guy, and he's Kavanaugh in the Shield. He's
So-
badass as that too.
so the shield is blinding you to logic.
You got the French
Okay.
dude saying he doesn't even have any bullets in his gun.
So
It's so great.
So I want to know. So Brad's team, his first pick, the fourth pick, Leon.
Let's start with Leon.
Leon,
the professional,
as a fourth pick.
That was my second pick. So you did get points for that
so that would have been your second overall.
Yes.
Behind, who was your first pick, overall pick?
John Wick.
Yes.
Yeah.
John Wick was okay. John Wick was your one of one. Okay.
John Wick was the 1-1. That's the Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga.
Mm-hmm. So Leon, but at the fourth pick, so he actually had a nice steal as the fourth pick.
Yes.
And then Jules, Pulp Fiction.
Jules was also top 5.
Okay.
So
and you like Jules better than Vince Vega?
I did.
Okay.
I did, just because he
doesn't put his fucking gun down and take a shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty much bottom line.
And I mean, that is one of the like most badass things you could do is like quote a Bible verse before you cap somebody.
It's some hardcore shit.
And then let's be real. The quote was it, "Hem in my wallet." Which one is it? The one that says "bad motherfucker" on it.
It's my bad motherfucker.
My brother bought me that wallet for Christmas.
Yeah.
I used it for like 2 years until it just
I had a buddy that had it for a long time.
Yeah.
It's my initials, and I should have it. I never have done it.
I'll tell
Brad's
you what.
initials are BMF. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Anybody who has the bad.
I've never killed anybody though.
If you have the bad motherfucker wallet though, it's
that
like
you guys know of.
You get it. You're excited. You're like, oh my god, it's the bad motherfucker wallet, and you put all your stuff in it, and then you put it in your back pocket, and then the next time you go to the store and you pull it out, you're like, oh shit, I don't want to show the lady that I have a bad motherfucker wallet because you get kind of embarrassed. It's like it's cool, but then you're like kind of worried.
Well, there's two cool moves you can do with your wallet. One is you get it out and it says bad motherfucker on it. The other one is you fucking and you fucking get your Velcro.
That's a good shout out to
shit. That was one of our early pods. Somebody Velcro walleted it.
I hope there's section championships at this point.
Oh baby.
We don't know, but maybe.
Yep. All right. So,
anyways,
anyway,
Ghost Dog. Let's talk about Ghost Dog.
No, we don't have to talk to but we don't have to talk about Ghost Dog. We already talked about it. Nobody's seen it, so that's great. Fine, move on. Did you even YouTube it?
I know which one it is because I remember watching the video.
You didn't YouTube.
No, I did not video. I know exactly what movie it is because I used to work at Blockbuster and I saw it where he's like doing his little Tai Chi shit with
with his sword.
Yeah, dog shit.
Should have been called dog shit.
Everybody in the hood is like, that's fucking Ghost Dog, and they all give him
dog shit.
respect.
Dog shit, exactly. Ghost dog shit.
He's like Mike Tyson. He speaks through pigeons.
Michael Sullivan, Road to Perdition. What are your thoughts on Road to Perdition?
Road to Perdition. That one I gave. Where am I at here? That one did pretty good. I gave it like in the middle of the road. It was like a 6.
Pretty positive it's a revenge movie and he's not getting paid by anybody.
But he is a hitman.
He's a
for the mob hitman.
You could say that about John Wick too.
Dumping your mic. Who pays Anton Chigurh?
Huh?
Who pays Anton Chigurh?
The fucking cartel, bro.
Do we know this?
He's their main dude.
Do we see money?
I'm pretty sure
They
Woody
literally say that he's the
I think
main
he just
dude.
likes to kill people.
I don't think that's.
I think he's a mass murderer.
You're full of shit.
Michael Sullivan, he's the main guy for fucking Paul Newman.
Yes.
So that's the same thing as the cartel. Paul Newman equals cartel, period.
Oh, blue eyes. all those blue-eyed guys running the cartel.
Did you guys know that Monsters Inc. the monsters are named after it's Mike Wazowski and Sullivan after that movie? Just making that shit up.
Jesus Christ.
All right, let's fucking.
Jake's gonna be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
You almost fucking had me. You almost fucking had me.
Jake was like, "Great trivia, Brad. I love that."
Look, I don't know what the fuck's happening in here, but what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna talk about
the winning
place team. Who won?
How do you keep getting the first pick in the draft?
Because I'm
somehow you
fucking
keep winning
good.
this shit.
It's weird how he keeps winning.
Team 1 is John Wick from John Wick.
Yes.
Beatrix Kiddo from Kill Bill. Vincent from Collateral.
Hang on.
God damn it, you got Vincent Collateral.
John Wick not getting paid. Beatrix Kiddo not getting paid.
Bullshit.
Hit Girl not getting paid.
Hit Girl from
Wow,
Kick-Ass.
this is fucking wild, dude. You got 3 out of 4
Isn't Hit
not
Girl
getting
just a
paid.
superhero?
No. No.
Guys, let the judge talk.
All right.
Wait, did you read all of them yet?
I did. I said all of them.
What a great list.
So John Wick was my number 1 pick. So you got points for that.
Yeah.
He had style and he got the Baba Yaga factor.
and he was a hitman.
And he
had
was a
style.
hitman.
He had
was
grace.
retired. He came back in it.
All those
dope.
all the gold coins he
All
had.
those prequel movies where he was a hitman, where he was killing a bunch of people getting paid.
The fucking point was, at some point he got paid. We talked about this when we drafted. Were they a hitman? You fucking agreed on this, so shut your mouth.
I want to talk to James Cameron and find out whether or not T-800 was getting paid in some sort
He's
of...
focusing on Avatar 7 right now. Let the man be.
He got paid in a Harley Davidson. That's what he got.
Beatrix Kiddo, the bride.
The Bride. That was also a top 5 for me.
Right.
Because she knows how to kill people.
And she was a
Paid assassin.
She was a paid assassin. She was paid
At some point.
vast amounts of money. He literally, Bill said, you got paid vast amounts of money to go around the world killing people. There was a line in the fucking movie saying specifically that.
When they show Lucy Liu doing that,
I was just about to say my personal favorite. My personal favorite assassin from that movie is Lucy Liu.
I fucking almost went O-Ren Ishii instead.
O-Ren Ishii.
But because they talk about her being the number one hitman for the
in the little cartoon, dude,
Yeah,
where
the
she
cartoon.
puts
Yeah.
she puts the hole through the dude's head, and then like the girls are like looking through the hole, they're like start screaming.
She's like a little kid. How about when she's like fighting and she does the little tiny steps?
Yeah.
I love that shit.
Yeah.
Anyway,
those tiny feet.
okay.
Vincent Collateral.
He's a fucking
Vincent
hitman.
was also top 5.
I think that's a great pick.
Yes, that was a top 5. So that got you points there.
God, getting that so late.
I know.
Yeah.
What the fuck were we all thinking?
Fact.
Hit Girl, you tried to throw the draft right there.
Hit Girl, it was a personal choice.
So, Hit Girl, you got 0 on that one. She's not a hit girl. She is not a hitman. She is a vigilante.
Yeah.
She does not get paid.
And again,
God damn, you won this with a 0?
I still won with like
That's
fucking a
ridiculous.
6 point.
There was a clear. There's a clear number 1.
Yeah.
It was John Wick.
Yep.
Yeah.
How many points did John Wick get? Like he got like 70 points for John Wick, right?
John Wick got 8.
The rest were all negative.
18. He got 18 points for John Wick.
Holy shit.
What the fuck?
Wait,
Because I know what the
Fucking
fuck is
Travis
going
Kelce.
on.
How many points?
I guess you're glad you got
18.
first pick.
Jesus.
But if you guys would have got The Bride,
It literally would have been like the 6th pick if you guys hadn't taken John Wick yet, and I would have been like, don't know what to take.
What if I would have taken John Wick from John Wick 2?
No,
So-
you can't do that.
So here's honestly
That's against the
look.
rules.
I was about to go into all-star rounds. We'll go into all-star rounds after this, but right now I would like to celebrate the winner of this draft.
Wait,
Jesus Christ.
this is wild.
Are you going to toast to yourself right
I'd
now?
like to talk about Scotch Beck for a little while because he's just really, really good at drafting.
Super impressed.
Do you want, what you're telling me is you want me to update the stats.
I would love to hear some bevometrics.
Bevometrics are going to come back next draft. They'll come back.
Okay.
I owe you that for Christmas.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. And we'll see exactly who is really good at this and who's not. And I'm guessing it's me.
Matty Marlowe.
Thank you so much.
Okay, you're speaking for me. I wasn't going to say those exact words. I don't think I was going to say those same things.
Zach was definitely not going to say those words.
Zach's like, Matt is never allowed back here.
He's going to be like, Matty Marlowe's going to be like, go fuck yourself.
I appreciate though your efforts. I appreciate the fact that you got some categories going. That was fun. It was fun just to hear that 0 for Terminator. That was actually my favorite.
That was
part.
fun. The fact that we all talked him into taking it, but that's what you
didn't
wanted.
talk me into taking
It's
it.
what you wanted. It's what you wanted.
I still think it's a legit pick when you look at all the other
I-
ridiculous picks.
Thank you.
I'm glad all 3 of us got together before the pod because we knew he was going to take that, and we convinced him into taking it.
Yeah.
No, that was very much
Master
collusion.
The whole reason I am here,
We're like the New England Patriots.
I'm just here tonight because it is the most memorable Hitman.
Right.
Memorable being the key word is why I'm here.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Tell me again how.
Tell me how memorable Wet Work Man was.
Yeah.
That's why he got the lowest score possible.
Your number one team had a guy that you weren't even sure who he was. This guy got 0 points. Jesus fucking Christ! You've never seen Ghost Dog?
Yeah. I should have gotten first. That's true.
Okay,
Don't
so-
watch it. It's fucking dog shit.
All right,
I
folks.
told you it's because he's racist.
There's a lot of. First of all, all I know is there's a lot of ones that I actually still would, if we went a couple more rounds, I would have some more shit. So I would love to discuss some ones that we missed.
How the fuck could we miss that one? I just don't understand. It's our also ran. You idiots.
Okay, so my biggest one is Boba Fett a hitman? He's a bounty hunter.
Is that political or is that
I think it's
money?
like implied that he is getting paid to like bring someone back, right? Alive.
Carbonite
maybe?
doesn't kill people.
Right, exactly.
But I feel that if somebody says, "Hey,
it's like a case to case.
I want you to go
dead or alive."
I want you, I want you to go kill this person." I mean,
Yeah,
look at even Darth Vader said in Empire Strikes Back, no disintegrations.
Exactly.
Hence, that you could probably do Boba Fett. I would have accepted Boba Fett.
But the word bounty hunter, because Boba Fett is bounty hunter, and
Right.
to me the term bounty hunter means get somebody, capture them, bring them back.
I think so too.
And so-
but I think there's also wanted dead or alive, and you still get the bounty when you bring them back dead.
That's true,
right?
And which makes me one like Jesus, like I just thought of one right now. I can't believe I didn't think about it in Tarantino's Django.
Oh yeah.
That I mean, he's a bounty hunter,
See,
but
I
they're
don't-
killing.
Bounty hunter's not hitman though.
But so that's the thing. But they're dead or alive. So they're killing for money. They're gathering. So why wouldn't the dentist? What's his name?
They're gathering.
Christoph
No,
Waltz.
because here's this is what
They're
here's the
gatherers.
distinction I'm
There's
making.
hunters and there's gatherers.
There's
bounty hunters are gatherers. Hitmen are hunters.
I like that.
I like that a lot.
I think that's legit. But what I'll say is a bounty is open to anybody.
Right.
A hitman is
Hired for a
specifically
specific case.
you're going to go kill this person.
That's legit. I like that.
And I'd say that's what the difference is. I got to give shout out to our Modesto boy, Timothy Oliphant, Agent 47.
Yeah.
In the first
Hitman?
version of the Hitman.
Yeah.
Man.
I really liked the movie. It didn't go over well with a lot of folks, but I actually kind of liked it. It had one of my favorite trailers of all time. But yeah, he was a legit hitman. I mean, the fucking movie's called Hitman.
That's like based on the
Video
PlayStation game, right? Yeah.
Video game that's
Yeah.
had a lot of different.
And that was one that was, like I had it listed low but close. If we had a couple more rounds, it would have been picked. But I don't
I mean,
think
he's no ghost dog, but I mean, he's a pretty good hitman.
right. Nobody wore the T-shirt. So let's talk about it.
I would go Grosser over Martin.
You would go Grosser over Martin
Yeah.
as memorable hitman.
I gotta say, neither of them even cracked the top 50. I mean, I love the movie, I really did, but I mean, him being a hitman is kind of secondary to everything that makes the movie good.
The keyword's memorable.
At the end, they shoot their guns so many times with like never hitting each other. It's kind of wild.
But Martin takes out
Definitely.
a lot of fucking dudes at the end.
Yeah,
he
he
kills a
does.
lot of his
That's
posse. And he kills Grosser
With a TV
with the TV.
TV.
Yeah. With a fucking
that's
TV.
unplugged that electrocutes him.
Popcorn.
Yeah.
How did none of us take Chet Chelios? Crank.
Oh, yeah, that's
well,
right. Yeah,
I guess
he
I'd
was-
have to
I mean, again,
see that
this
movie.
Zach, but this would be a problem because he's not a hitman in the movie. He's a hitman who's now marked for death because he's got this whole little fucking disease in his heart, and he has to go crazy. But he shows his skills
Is that
throughout
the one?
movie.
Is that the one where he has to like do meth and shit in order?
Oh
to
yeah,
not
he has
die?
to fuck, he has to kill, he has to drive, he has to
start
like.
banging
I think
Amy
I
Smart.
did see that movie.
He bangs Amy Smart in the middle of a crowd of people.
Right, and everybody's taking pictures like crowded
Asian
around.
tourists.
Oh, watching,
Bus of-
taking pictures.
Yeah.
But I mean, he does again. It's like a John Wick though, where you see his skills in the movie, but you find out that he was previously a hitman. So.
I'm ready for Amy Smart to make a comeback.
What about John Lee from the Replacement Killers? Little Chow Yun Fat.
Chow Yun Fat, yeah.
It's off my radar. I saw it on lists, and I just haven't.
Well, we missed out some old school ones too.
Bunch,
like
yeah.
I'm not even going to mention them. Just hey, Keith, you know the ones we're talking about, right?
Talking to Nate's dad.
So here's an interesting question. There's one of my all-time favorite movies, and it could have been actually a streaming recommendation on last week's pod. Whole 9 Yards, and so there's a few different hitmen in that movie. What is the most memorable? Have you guys seen Whole 9 Yards?
It's been years since.
Is it Bruce Willis?
Bruce
Yes.
Willis.
Okay, yeah.
And Matthew Perry.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
who is that girl?
Chenandler.
Chenandler.
Chenandler Bond.
So
I always
here's
mix that movie up with Get Shorty. I feel like they're like the same movie.
No.
Oh no,
No,
very
No,
different.
totally different.
So
Okay.
so the main guy is Bruce Willis, and that's Jimmy the Tulip Tedeschi, and he's a famous hitman. And that's the whole point of the movie, is the fact that he moves in next to Chandler, and Chandler ends up like turning. It's a whole thing anyway. But to me, the most memorable hit person is Amanda Peet, who's Jill.
Yes.
Because when the whole hit is going to go down, they're getting ready to do the whole thing. She ends up like showing up naked and like distracting him for a second. And while they're distracted by her, she ends up shooting a guy. And so that was like kind of like my little late round maybe grab, but by looks on your faces, I'm thinking it's not very memorable.
No, I don't remember.
If you saw the movie,
well.
you would remember Amanda Peet naked shooting people.
So we talked about fucking Mr. and Mrs. Smith, right? Yeah. They're like hit people, assassins.
Yeah, because I just watched that movie for the first time in years, like a couple weeks ago, and they had said something about there's like a throwaway line where like, oh, I made this amount of money on this hit.
Right.
Oh, you're the one who did that? Oh. Yeah.
She also plays
I guess it's kind of an almost, I don't think it's a remake, but it's similar to Prizzi's Honor. I'll say Prizzi's for you, Scotchback.
Thank you, buddy.
Prizzi's Honor with
Pizza's
Jack
Honor?
Nicholson. Pizza's Honor. God damn, it was such a stupid joke. Prizzi's Honor is basically the same thing. Assassins that are paid to kill each other, and then they fall in love type thing.
Another one that was actually brought up on a previous pod when we did our swimming pool draft was Arthur Bishop, which is another Statham character, the mechanic.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And
his wild 360
the
car kill.
No, that was the transporter.
Oh shit! Oh, fuck, Statham's all over the place.
So Statham, and so the mechanic, he did this, and like if you're talking about crazy fucking kills, this guy has a swimming pool. He's in a high-rise building where the swimming pool is basically sticking out over the edge.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that one. That's
And he climbs up underneath and ends up like drilling a hole and setting a charge to blow a hole, and it fucking ends up sucking the guy through the water and dropping down. Like
I watched. So I went up. I ended up watching that scene.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize it was like a whirlpool where it starts like spinning.
Oh, yeah.
And they don't really show much except that like once he gets in, like he goes down to the bottom floor and he like gets in the window. It's like so quick. The dude's body drops by like super fast.
Yeah.
Like you don't see anything except just this body go whoop.
yeah,
Like that.
and then splat on the ground.
I'll tell you one of my favorites, like hitmen in a movie, but it's probably not most memorable. Il Duce from the Boondock Saints.
Boondock Saints, I had listed down as the Boondock Saints.
Or what about the Boondocks? Like
Yeah,
the two guys, right?
they're not hitmen. They're just vigilantes. But their dad, played by Billy.
Oh, you
Connolly,
mean they're not getting paid?
They're not getting paid.
It's weird, but maybe they were hitmen at one point. Maybe in the prequel.
No, they worked at a meat packing. Maybe.
Were they cyborgs and not persons at all?
Well, none of us.
That's why we're calling them hit persons.
How did none of us go Godfather either? There's
Clemenza, right?
That one though,
leave the gun, take the cannoli. That's hilarious. But at the same time, like Luca Brasi was like supposed to be like the killer of all killers, and then he got smoked quick.
Yeah, that one. Like I thought about that, and I'm like, is he a famous? Or is he like a memorable hitman, or is he just a hitman in a memorable movie?
Yeah,
Correct.
That's a fact.
What about Nate will be mad if we don't talk about In Bruges? What about Colin Farrell,
Ooh, that's a good one.
Ray, and In Bruges?
Yeah, In Bruges.
In Bruges.
I was going to bring that up next. If you haven't seen In Bruges, great movie. It's weird. It's like I love the interaction between the two guys. It's just like you really start fucking giving a shit about them.
Right.
But again, they're just
Shitty
not
people.
Good. They're shitty people. It's really weird.
Okay, what about Jason Bourne? Is he a fucking hitman?
No.
CIA.
Okay, so in the second one,
he's been asked to kill people. He gets paid by the CIA.
I know who you're about to say.
in the second one, fucking
the guy.
Carl Urban.
Carl Urban,
The Jackal.
Yes.
that dude is
Good one.
Kirill is his character
Kirill.
name. Yep.
yeah, he's a fucking legit assassin.
Yeah, he kills his girlfriend right at the beginning, right?
Yeah. Yes. But I did have the Jackal on my list.
Yeah.
The Bruce Willis one.
Oh, Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen Seven Psychopaths?
No.
Dude.
Why does that sound familiar?
That was kind of like one of those Pulp Fiction offshoots of like
Kind
the
of.
late 90s.
Well, Christopher Walken is in it.
yeah.
And so it's Colin Farrell is in it, and Sam Rockwell. And so basically Colin Farrell is a screenwriter, and he's writing this movie, and Sam Rockwell ends up kind of helping him, and he's super crazy. And there's a bunch of different like assassins in it, and there's one called he's the Jack of Diamonds killer. He's this hitman, and so he's one of the characters in it.
I think I have seen this,
dude. It's a really weird, cool, good movie. If you haven't seen Seven Psychopaths, Christopher Walken is amazing in it, and it's definitely worth a watch. So check it out.
Well, I've got a Sam Rockwell one, which is it came out not too long ago with Anna Kendrick.
Love that.
Mr. Right.
Oh, was it Mr. Right?
Mr. Right.
I thought about that as well. Well, actually, you know what's funny? I thought about that movie first, which made me think about the Seven Psychopaths. And so I wanted to bring that up first.
I love Sam Rockwell.
Sam Rockwell is one of my favorite actors.
Yeah.
Dude is great. And going to another Sam Rockwell movie, Charlie's Angels. Is the Thin Man?
I was just about to ask.
Is he a hitman?
No. Is it Cameron Diaz, Drew Barrymore, or Lucy Liu? Which they're all hitmen, right?
I don't think they kill anybody.
The Angels?
Bro.
The
don't
Angels
they
aren't
kill with their
hitmen?
thighs and shit?
Hit persons?
That's
supposed to kill people.
A lot of vagina.
And then
She's definitely a hit person.
One more off the beaten path that I was hoping somebody would say, and we've talked about this movie briefly in the pod, is Twins, Webster.
I thought about that as well.
He's an evil motherfucker,
Yeah.
dude.
He if you see his face, he's gonna kill you.
Yeah.
And that's his go-to.
Well, what about Bullet-Tooth Tony?
In
Yeah, and Snatch.
Vinnie Jones.
Yep, that's a good call. Gosh,
This is a massive category if you really get into it.
and you can get a little bit like, are they whatever? But I like that one a lot. Again, on that same like vein of like, is she a hit person or not? Charlie Baltimore is the character's name. It's Gina Davis in The Long Kiss Goodnight.
No, she was CIA.
No? CIA?
She was CIA.
So kind of like Bourne.
Yes.
So I don't think that disqualifies you because the CIA pays the people that work for them.
They don't
correct,
pay
Matt?
you to be specifically
I
kill
think
people.
That's exactly what they're paying you to do. And they train you to be a fucking killer, and then they still pay you.
Either that, or they train you to go undercover at a high school.
Yes, and then you're just Drew Barrymore and never been kissed.
Well, and we never mentioned the other Luc Besson movie, La Femme Nikita, where she's
So I was gonna say like, and then there was like the great like TNT TV show.
They had a show about it for a while. Yeah, that's truth. That's a lot of people that have killed people.
Yeah, we had more also rans this time than the Jack Nicholson episode.
Surprisingly.
If you haven't listened to
Jack Nicholson is
episode,
actually and also ran in the pizza movie, right? Did we talk about
Prince
that?
Honor. Yeah,
Prince's Honor. Yeah,
he was
Comes full circle.
So that wraps it up. So what are we gonna do next week? It is the season of giving and of guys that look like Scotch Beck with gray beards.
Yeah, it's gonna be a very.
So are we gonna get Christmassy?
Are you playing Mall Santas anywhere?
Well, thanks for another joke about my oldness and beardness. And but next week,
I'd say because you're very jolly.
well, thanks.
His beard.
Thanks.
His beard's got too much pepper in it
Yeah.
to play Santa. They'd be like, "Who's that? Is that Santa's like uncle?"
Older than Santa.
So we haven't really decided what we're gonna do next, but it's gonna be something Christmassy. We're gonna grab something for the season. We're gonna talk about it. There's rumors that it might be Elf, maybe.
I don't know. We might have to throw the old jingle bells back on the soundboard, though. We'll see.
Yeah. Oh, the Jingle Bells. It's been a while since we had those on there.
Yeah, because all we have is this.
Oh yeah.
We gotta have that Zoe Deschanel big return to the pod.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, something Christmassy. I'm assuming.
So thank you guys so much for joining us. It's been super fun. Thank you guys, Matt and what's your name, Jake, from the Real Drunks. I'm just fucking around. Matt and Jake from the Real Drunks. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you guys next week.
Go listen to the Real Drunks. Go back and listen to a bunch of BVK. We love you guys. Bye-bye.
I wanna